The coronavirus positive chief of staff, ABBA KYARI, has decided to break silence, decided to speak to whoever is ready to listen to him. A lot of people felt that he must have infected Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, the president of Nigeria. In a statement signed by him and shared with the cable newspaper, ABBA KYARI said that he's feeling well but will transfer from Abuja to Lagos on Sunday for further tests and observations. He said this is a precautionary measure. He feels well, but last week he tested positive for coronavirus, the pandemic that is sweeping the world. I have followed all the protocols government announced to self-isolate and quarantine. There have been rumors all over the internet that he had been flown abroad in an emergency, but the cable confirmed that he has been self-isolated in Abuja and is not exhibiting any serious symptoms apart from occasional cough. I'm going to go through the full text, the press statement that he released. He said, I am writing to let you know that on medical advice, I will transfer to Lagos later today for additional tests and observations. This is a precautionary measure. I feel well, but last week I tested positive for coronavirus, the pandemic that is sweeping the world. I have followed all the protocols government announced to self-isolate and quarantine. I have made my own care arrangements to avoid further bothering the public health system, which faces so many pressures. Like many others that will test also positive, I have not experienced high fever or other symptoms associated with this new virus, and I've been working from home. I hope to be back at my desk very soon. I have a team of young, professional, knowledgeable, and patriotic colleagues whose dedication has been beyond the call of duty, who continue to work 7 days a week with no time of the day spared. We will continue to serve the president and people of Nigeria as we have for the past 5 years. Now, the press release goes further, but let us look at the aspect of him saying that he doesn't want to burden, put a burden or pressure the public health system. Are we talking about health system that they never for once cared to upgrade or to revamp? So I'm wondering what Biden wants to put on something that does not even exist. We don't have a proper healthcare system. So what Biden is he going to put there? Simply put, he's only trying to avoid the hospitals, the clinic that they know has no medication, is in total decay, it is not clean. So he wants to keep himself in one of his properties where he will be keeping himself in one of his flats somewhere, or his duplex somewhere, or his villa somewhere, and that's where he's going to keep himself. And he would have private doctors take care of him, probably the same doctors that are supposed to work and take care of other people and serve other people in the general hospitals. They will be transferred to him. Probably 4 or 5 doctors will be working with him alone to make sure that there is no problem. It's a terrible situation that we live in. These people have more priority when it comes to healthcare in Nigeria because they cannot travel outside of the country. If they had the opportunity, they would have flown themselves outside of the country. He went further to say, I want to thank all our fantastic, talented, and brave healthcare professionals working across the country in such a difficult time. All the good Samaritans looking out for the most vulnerable in our communities, the key workers that will keep our country going through this, friends and family and often strangers who have sent me such warm wishes and displayed such a generosity of spirit. We should become measured and diligent. Be meticulous in your hygiene, especially with cleaning hands. If possible, stay at home or keep your distance. Listen to good advice from the proper authorities. Pay no heed to quack cures or fake news from social media. President Buhari will do whatever it takes to protect the health and safety of our people and get the country back on its feet as soon as possible. Like the whole world, we are dealing with a new disease. Our experts are learning more all the time about coronavirus, what it does and how we can combat it. What we do know is that while some may become very sick, many others will contract the virus, will not, and may have no symptoms at all. This is a disease that recognizes no difference between the North and the South, men or women, rich or poor. We are all in this together. Sincerely, ABBA KYARI, Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, you look at the last part of the press release. He said, this disease does not differentiate between the North, the South, men or women, rich or poor. So who are the rich? Who are the poor? We are all in this together. Who is in need together? They are the people that are in need together, not any other person. Because this group of people care less about the citizens. They care less about nobody. It's only about their own interest. That's just it. That's just it. Nothing more. Look at the way he's writing, and you think we are all one, all working together. But if he had the opportunity, he would have flown himself to the UK. Did he, this group, did he have money to go? I don't think he ever had enough money for him to go to one of the best private hospitals abroad. They don't go to the NHS. They don't go to the public hospitals abroad. They go to they go to private clinics, unless the private clinics are unable to handle their health issue. It's a terrible thing. Now, this is a man that is sending a message without video, because definitely is not in good shape. And it's a terrible thing anyway. I am happy that they've come to realize. Hopefully this will make them repent and come to realize that there is no difference between the disease does not differentiate between anyone. Like I said, it doesn't differentiate if you are rich, if you are poor. Now he's talking about the poor, like the poor that they created. Not just him alone, previous administration also created the poor. Nigeria is not supposed to be, not supposed to have citizens that anyone would term or refer to as poor. These are selfish people, selfish man. These are selfish people. It's a terrible situation that we are in. Now, I think this situation has indeed afforded them, suppose, the opportunity to learn of the equality of all men. For once, these criminals, they start realizing that Europe and America is not the heaven. Otherwise, there would have been, so much influx of this group of people. Now, he's talking about waiting to resume. He's talking about time to is recovering. I think he has missed the opportunity to, do whatever they like to do, steal money, muscle on people. It's a terrible situation. Now, his top priority is not just for him to recover. Of course, he should recover. No one is wishing them death. His top priority is for him to begin to hammer into the ears of Buhari. Since it's the hands, the legs, the ears of Buhari, they should start building top world-class hospitals in each zone. Let's even say 2 top hospitals in each region, or even more, 6 in the southeast, 6 in the southwest. We have a lot of population, and they can do also the same in the north. Nigerian doctors and nurses and other medical practitioners, personnel need to be taken care of properly. They need proper equipment, and they need punitive measures to be applied whenever any of these doctors too and nurses. We've read cases of some of them trying to build their own personal hospitals, and they take the equipment and put it in their own. So we know all of these things too. So they need to pay them well and make sure that they watch the ones that are criminals among them. They need to build state-of-the-art hospitals. We need at least 6 specialist hospitals, 6 hospitals that are functioning, or the ones we have already. They should revamp them if need be, or break them down and build another one. There's a lot of money for these things. The state governors, they collect a lot of money that they pocket for themselves. If you check their accounts, they've stolen billions of naira just within 4 years that they mount that governorship seat. So these guys should do more. This disease should be an eye-opener to them if they have conscience. If their conscience is not, is non-existent, but if they still have a little bit of conscience at this time, it's time for them, at this moment, it's time for them to wake up and realize that they would have died. Although we've not heard any case that any of them have lost their lives. Of course, they will have the best medical attention. They will have whatever it takes. Some of them do not mind to contact laboratories abroad to send them any medication just for them to, although it doesn't have a cure at the moment, they don't mind to do just every of these things to make sure that they do not die. But it's time for them to see that all humans in that contraption called Nigeria, in that geographical expression called Nigeria, should be given adequate care and support also. Anyway, what is your own opinion as regards this? As I can see that a lot of people are not happy about even his recovery. Some want him to, they want them to die. I will not blame them. It's a terrible thing. Some do not want anyone to comment about them. They don't want to wish them death. They don't want to pray for death for them. They claim that we all need to be gentle, but these people are not gentle anyway. Whenever they go on with their activities, they care less about anybody. They don't mind if you die. It costs them nothing if you die. The only thing they are concerned about is their own personal interest, themselves, and that's all what it is. That's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let's go together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon there below. It would alert you whenever videos are uploaded. If you're already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the continued support.